What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I hope you are ready because October is coming in hot. The month of scares and spooks and ghosts and ghouls. Alongside everything that has been going on just recently with the forum obviously moving over to Discord and everything like that, BurksG has been just pushing it a little bit fine with the calendar, but thank goodness he has done it once again. I was talking to him in Japan actually a second ago, and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning there, and this dude is still putting together the freaking calendar. So humongous thank you to you, Burks, and thanks for getting this stuff down, because obviously we want to know what's going on, don't we? We really want to know. There are going to be a few gaps in this calendar because I feel like the devs at FG or SG are getting a little bit smarter with things that are going on within the game. But I've got some awesome bits and pieces and some things in here that actually are going to clarify quite a few things that I personally have questions about. So let's jump right in. Month of October starts tomorrow, or probably today, or whenever it is that you actually are watching this video. I hope that you are watching this video. So the hero of the month is coming in hot tomorrow, and we will of course be having a look at her, Neresis. I mean, yeah, she looks incredible. She looks like Loki's, like Blue Loki's, you know, sister. Like, I hope that she copies the special skill of anyone and she's like a female version of Loki with better stats. That would be an awesome hero of the month. I'm expecting nothing less, by the way. Nothing less will do. So if she isn't that, then she's going to be absolute trash. But we will have a closer look at her tomorrow. And as it stands, like I said, we have our full calendar. So we're going to go through this. There's quite a few bits. I just want to sort of focus on what areas are going to be good to focus on this month, and where is obviously going to be a decent place to plan around pulling, etc. So first of all, what we've got going on is at the moment absolute like ramage of heroes into the portals, but I want to draw your attention to this pickup summon which is currently happening at the moment. The odds for that are quite good, and both of the heroes that are featured in there are extremely good. Grovert and Mortwitch, both excellent heroes, one fast and one slow, but really, really good. And then at the same time, at the moment, we do have the secret summon with the extra 1.5% chance to get the Emblem Mimic. I'm not as sold on the Emblem Mimics as I am on some of the others, but it's still probably a decent place to focus on right at the moment. It's a good time if you do want to have a higher chance to pick up a Moth hero plus an Emblem Mimic. It's like 3.3% of summoning a decent legendary hero plus the hero of the month. Finally, I didn't pull any of them, sadly, but I didn't have Aurochs, and I was like, you know, resigned to the fact that he wasn't going to pitch up. And then all of a sudden, off of a free pull just like 30 seconds before I did this video, who should arrive but Auroch. So, you know, for collection purposes, he is there now, which is awesome. Okay, Treasure Quest obviously is ongoing at the moment. The last one's been an iteration of it with the Covenant tokens and the what's it called now, Challenge of Elements tokens as well, the super elemental tokens in there, which has been awesome. At the moment, obviously, we've got not Song Jiang, it's Wu Song that is featured in the War of Three Kingdoms portal. Absolute beast there. And then it looks like they're planning to do another pickup summon right away, starting tomorrow, with Fungustine. Will that be tomorrow? Yeah, on the 1st, with Fungustine and Kolya. Obviously, first hero of the month. The Ether crystals are going to be out, and then a Far Home Pass with a nice D-Blade for y'all. So don't forget your free D-Blade. And then the Judgment of Dunes will be featuring Khonshu, Cleopatra, and Anubis. Yeah, out of that three, I mean, Cleopatra and Anubis probably are the ones that you want. Khonshu's still relatively good, but not as good as he once was. So nothing real new coming in tomorrow except for the hero of the month. But then on Thursday, the 2nd, we will have the Untold Tales 2 summon back. And that will be bringing with it a brand new hero who actually looks like Anvari's brother from another mother, or the same mother. And that will be in the Untold Tales 2 for the Frost Realm. Is it Nidavellir or Murkheim? I get the two confused. I think it's Merkheim is the Frost Realm. So we'll be seeing Braggy in there. And we'll have a closer look at him as well, featured alongside Andvari and Svafa. And then a Covenant summon with some crazy features, recent heroes, lots of ice heroes and fire heroes. That's pretty much, it looks like all that's going to be in there. But then there are some awesome ones. To me, it's going to be a very strong fire portal, although I do absolutely love Gluzma. I think he's an excellent sniper, but out of those heroes, it's definitely got to be either Guarded, who is just great, and honestly, she looks fantastic, or Luji Shen, who's a beast, and he looks like he's wearing a clown nose. Or is that my dot? That's my dot on my recording. Sorry. Anyways, he's not suddenly donned a clown costume. And then on Sunday, get your farming gear ready, get your loot tickets ready, because Atlantis will be rising on Sunday the 5th, and it is going to be pushing through the entire weekend. It's going to be rising all the way up until we see Morlovia starting on the 8th and 9th, which means that you've got a good long time to be able to beef up your training camps and everything like that. I'm in desperate need of that. So that's going to be awesome. The Challenge Festival 2 will be starting in the beginning of week 2. And again, we don't know exactly who's going to be featured in there. It's got placeholders of Phoenixa and Ojima, but I'm highly doubtful that that's going to draw any pulls. So we'll obviously see somebody else there. And then we have a fire contest of elements. We do have a couple of fire slimes that we haven't seen released yet. So it's more than likely that we're going to see one of those new fire slime heroes as a featured hero in there. If not, it's going to be a costume of a fire hero. But I think they may be alternating between the two. And the last time we saw a costume for Doxan. So I'm pretty sure that we should be seeing a slime in that portal for this iteration on the 7th. So it could be any one of a number. So we'll just leave it at that. The return to Morlovia, right? So the seasonal event is going to be coming back, baby. And it's going to be coming back with a vengeance. So it's going to be Halloween. It's going to be pumpkins. It's going to be exploding pumpkins. It's going to be just a grind of an event, but also there is going to be a raid brawl coming alongside it. So that should be fun if you get to use the Halloween heroes and they pump them up a lot. But we will be having a brand new event alongside that. And there's replayable stages and you can farm something called Sanguine Spirits. That's it. Got there eventually, right? So the return to Morlovia is going to bring with it, first of all, we've got 3 new heroes. Well, I say 3. There are 3 new heroes. So it's going to be Hortensia, who's a brand new hero. It's going to be costume for Edwin, the butler. And it's going to be a costume for Annabelle, which is awesome because I do think she probably needs it. But then the tunes and the glass, in fact, the glass are just completely owning the 4 stars at the moment. And then we've got a new family. So we've got this Sanguine summon where we're going to have Isabel de Tuleris, Guillemetti, and Ludovico. No, sounds like Italian names. I'll need to figure out what this Fleur de Sang thing is that they're the family of. And then it looks like we are going to have a 4-star and a 3-star in that portal as well. And they look very Halloweenish. So I'm sure that hopefully there's a bit of lore behind that, bit of an event behind that, etc. Just in terms of that, I am going to switch over to this, and I will tell you why right now. It is because the Sanguine summon, you basically, when you do the Morlovia summon, you get points, or these Sanguine spirits. You get 10 of the Sanguine spirit for every summon that you do. And once you have 100 of these Sanguine spirits, that then means that you can use them to do a summon in the Sanguine summon portal, where your summons will either cost you 450 gems or 100 of the Sanguine spirits. So it's kind of a case where if you've saved up your tokens, like if you've got 20 tokens saved, I don't have 20. I think I've probably got like 7 or 8. But if you did have 20 of those seasonal tokens, you can do your 20 pulls and then it gets you a free 2 pulls in the other summon, in the Sanguine summon. Now, I believe that you can also earn the Sanguine spirits through playing events during this time and through replaying stages in the either the Morlovia event or a special event that goes alongside the Sanguine summon. So I don't know how many spirits you'll earn, but it did say that the higher the stages that you complete, the better the chance of you getting those Sanguine spirits as rewards. So it's definitely an opportunity to get yourselves an extra few pulls. And if you're anything like me, you like to try and buck the system and exploit it as much as possible. So I'll probably be playing through a few of those events myself. But yeah, it's going to be a bevy of new heroes that are going to be released right in the middle of next week. So on the 8th of October, look out for that. And then on the 9th of October, we'll have Valhalla Summon, which is currently missing at the moment. That's just a placeholder. But we've also got the Costume Chamber, where we only have 3 left of the 5-star glass heroes. So we'll be seeing one of those 3. I can't remember who they are, to be fair. I know Quintus is one of them. I'm not even going to try and guess. I think Thorn is one of them. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see that who's featured in that portal, and still obviously another chance for you to be able to use your costume keys there. And that will pretty much see out week 2 of the month. And moving on to week 3, it looks very sparse at the moment, so this is more than likely to fill up as we go. Noticeable things to note there, obviously an Omega quest where you can get, it looks like, the Fire Ethers. So definitely don't sleep on that one. Some Master Ethers for the Wizards. And then a Night of the Moth event where I'm, more than convinced that we will probably be seeing a new Moth hero in there. And then the Untold Tales 2. It looks like the Untold Tales 2 will probably be back to the Atlantis Untold Tales. And then the Goblin Village to end that week out. And we are seeing some new goblins featured. There's also going to be a Judgment of Dunes. It looks like there should be an Underworld summon portal during that week. Who knows how they might change things up. And then at the end of the week, we are going to be seeing an iteration of the Tower event. And more than likely, it's going to be the bloody damn Magic Tower with these flying magic freaking carpets. I bet you it is. Yeah, there we go. Magic Tower. It says Lando, Nadezda, and Naim. But there are still a few carpeted heroes, magic carpet heroes, that still, I believe, need to be released. I think there's including a 3 or a 4-star hero in that bunch. So more than likely, that's what's going to be happening there. This one there says the Untold Tales 1. So yeah, that probably is a placeholder for Untold Tales 2. I mean, I'm just looking at the coin. It could be another Untold Tales 2 before we see the Untold Tales 1 come back. But don't quote me on that. Either way, the Magic Tower is going to bring with it a few new heroes. And the treasure quest, so it looks like an Ascension Materials treasure quest, but we'll see what that holds. And another Atlantis Rises. That's crazy. If they do it like that, and they have been doing some crazy things recently, so I'm not going to put it past Small Giant to do it. But with an Atlantis Rises from the 5th to the 7th, or to the 8th, sorry, the morning of the 9th, and then another Atlantis Rises on the 20th, all the way through till the 24th, it's definitely going to be worth waiting for those events to be able to do your hard farming. And plus, if you get the boosters and things like that, those can add up and stack at the moment better than they used to. They can be used in the Atlantis event. So yeah, it's farming time, baby. It's farming time. And that's, playing through those extra events, getting the Sanguine spirits and stuff like that. You're just building up, but I guess that doesn't have anything to do with Atlantis Rises, but still, I'm gonna be farming. If anybody asks where I am, I'm farming, baby. I'm farming. So Astral Plane, that's going to be an interesting one for this week, because the Astral Plane, they are releasing, I can't remember what it was, something to do with like some kind of dark astral family. Like it's like a new family that's going to be entering the Astral Plane, which is what I've read. So that's what I'm expecting is going to be happening there, and that we're not going to be seeing any more of the Astral Dwarves, but a new Astral bunch. And that's what I'm assuming in any way. So I'm interested to see what happens there. And then the Shadows of the Deep event will be back with more of our brand new families that we've just had released into that event as well. And that will pretty much end out week 4 of the month, and then into the last week of the month. And that's when things start to get a little bit interesting. You'll be able to see obviously a preparation again for the War of Three Kingdoms, which I'm loving at the moment. I'm thinking it's really actually going quite well. I don't really like it when they do it on a weekend through to the week. I like it when they either do it on the week or on the weekend, but It has been going really well, and earning those red lucky summon tokens, I feel, has been promoting the attacks to happen a lot more. But the main event from this week is going to be my boy Lionheart, who's going to be back in the, or Lionstring, sorry, who's going to be back in the visiting outfitter. He is going to be able to weave you some costumes. So we will probably do a little bit of a breakdown closer to the time of who is going to be featured, or who is going to be new heroes that you're going to be able to clothe in this iteration of the visiting outfitter. I'm sure there'll be some more tunes in there that they weren't in there last time. There may even be some season 5 costumes, which would be absolutely awesome. In fact, I'm convinced that there are going to be 1 or 2. At the moment, I'm thinking somebody like Khufu, or somebody like Sobek. One of those big names might be in there. So yeah, very excited to have a bit more of a look into that. But like I said, we'll do that a little bit closer to the time. But for now, that is pretty much everything that is going on in the month of October. So it's going to be a busy month. It's going to be a hectic month. It's going to be a month, like I say, with lots of freaking pranks and scares and jokes and candy, and, you know, just enjoy it, like have some fun. And you know what, with everything that's been going on with regards to the recent changes in terms of the forum and stuff like that, I just want to say again, I will put the link to my Discord server below, and the link to the new Empires and Puzzles Discord server in the description to this video as well, so that you can go ahead and join and become part of the community in its new home for the time being. Obviously, I will try my best to keep you guys informed and updated. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, so that you know that you'll be informed whenever I drop new content. And I'll try and do my best to keep you informed as to what's going on alongside as an accompaniment to you playing your own game. And yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say. So please do let me know in the comments where you guys are thinking about summoning. I think there's going to be quite a few decent opportunities coming in the rest of this month, and I'm pretty excited about quite a lot of them. But let me know in the comments what you guys think, where you're going to be looking at doing your pulls. Do drop us a like and subscribe to the channel. Share it with your mother, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye for now, guys.